Hello and welcome back to the Weekend Gardener. Today I'm going to see if I can get the raspberry canes from outside of the Ponley tunnel. I've dug all the roots out from the inside, so I'm going to see if I can sort the outside. I've started by just trimming off the raspberries at the base. I'm going to rake back all the wood chips, take out the support frame and then dig out all the roots. So I'll get on with that now. Made a start. I've cut all the branches down, taken away the branches, raked off most of the leaves. So it's looking neater already. There's always been a bit of a problem area because it's such a funny shape. You can't really put anything in there, which is why I thought the raspberries would be okay. But they're just causing more trouble than they're worth. So what I'm going to do next is brush all the wood chip back into a pile, pull the membrane back and see if I can get at the raspberry roots. So that's the wood chip taken up, and I've exposed where the raspberries are. These here were planted in an area that didn't have weed membrane, but what I'm going to do is I've got some spare membrane now, so I'm going to cover this area over. It's just a small section up there. And what I've been doing with the wood chip that I'm taking up, it's been down there for a couple of years now, so it's pretty well rotted, so I'm just adding that into the compost pile, and then when I dig up the last of the brassicas I'll put them on top. But that should rot down quite nicely. I could sieve it, but I haven't got the time or the patience for that at the moment, so I'm just going to get it put into the compost bin. First two sections of weed membrane have been pulled back, and you can see how easy it is for the roots to spread. Some of them have gone under the slabs. What I did when I put the weed membrane down, I lifted the slabs up and put it underneath it, so now I can't pull it fully back unless I move all the slabs, but I'm not going to do that. But these are probably the roots which have been getting into the Ponley tunnel. So I get these taken out. I'll take the surface roots off, I'll just pull them out and I'll dig through and get out as much as I possibly can. I might patch up the weed membrane with some of the new stuff that I've got. Just put a little bit under each of the holes, just to make sure nothing grows through. The digging's going well, probably halfway through now. I've already filled one of the green trugs up, and that's the second one. There doesn't seem to be quite as much root on the outside of the tunnel, but it does seem to go a little bit deeper. And I'm also paying particular attention to the area where the base of the Ponley tunnel is. Oops, sorry for my finger. So I've just got that small section there to do. I'm just going to have myself a cup of coffee, recharge the batteries and get that finished. So that's the entire length of this section dug out. That's the last of the roots, and as you can see down there, let's see if I can get even close enough, there's a piece of wood that I put in as a base, well, sub base, but under that section there's no wood, so I've got some bits of pallet wood. I'm just going to fill those holes up along the full length. It's a bit tight at the corner here because I can't get the fork or the spade in, so I might have to dig that out with a trowel. But I'm going to get most of this section filled in with the wood and then put the soil back and flatten it off, and then I think I'll probably call it a day. Welcome back. It's Sunday afternoon now. My battery ran out on my phone yesterday and it started to get dark, so I couldn't quite finish everything off, but I managed to get everything nice and level, and I've got my box of weed membrane, so I'm going to sort out the last little bit and then get some wood chip on it. So let's have a look. So there we go, that's that area flattened out. All the weeds are out, all the roots are out as best I can get them. So I'm just going to get some membrane cut for that top section. I've got quite a lot in that box, and then some wood chip, and then that should all be nicely done. That's the weed membrane on, and where I put the raspberry plants in, I've put a small piece of membrane underneath, and I'm just folding out the slits as best I can. The stuff that's there, it's like a fine woven fabric. It doesn't fray, but it's not quite as good, so I've doubled it over there, and I've just got that little bit up there. So what I'll do now is go and get some wood chip. That's the wood chip down on top of the membrane. It's a good thick layer, probably about 3 inches thick. 7.5 centimetres, so there shouldn't be any weeds getting through that. So I've done all the way down the side of the polytunnel, and I even had enough to do this small area here, and that's probably the highest used area of the entire plot, was in and out of the polytunnel all the time. So again, I've put another 3 inches on there, so it's looking quite good, especially considering where I started. It was just a mess of raspberry canes and bits of wire, so I'm really happy with that. Good bit of progress made this week. So that's all I've got time for this week. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.